ultimate game. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Ollie Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Dante Moore bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. On the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Moore. Dances away to buy time. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that in his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Here's Moore to throw. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field. But how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get...
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is... hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Roger. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Might be changing the route. Mack. Pocket breaking down.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
I absolutely understand the thought process of this offense. The defense has to cover 99 yards. I'm okay with throwing the football, but, man, you got to throw that thing aggressively where only your guy can get it, not the defender. They make a big play, create some big momentum, and set their offense up in awesome field position.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Moore from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. More to throw for it on fourth down. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback making adjustments. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Russell. Here comes the heat. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Alabama quickly back to the line. Russell from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. There he goes. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it?
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Again, it's Russell. He tries to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside. It's Davison. Turning it on. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Moore, play action. Might be looking to run. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it along the sideline. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the move, it's Hill. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throwing more. The sweet feet buy a little time. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Moore looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Johnson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time, and if you want to try to cover him with a linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with a safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback well aware of it on that throw.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown Tide. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point.
That keeps the score Alabama 20, Oregon 14. Number 31, set to kick it off.
All right, not ideal. Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Snags it quickly on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, and they've got a little bit of space to operate, that's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moore fires to the middle, makes the grab. It's Johnson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Moore will throw. Lost one deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. He'll start the third quarter with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Making side adjustments here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keelan Russell throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Move. He might want another play. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He leaves it with his back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Throwing Russell. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
The offense changing the play. 4th down, Russell. It's complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Russell finds his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion, as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Again, it's Russell. Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Keelan Russell. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Escapes the pressure going right. Dumps it to the back. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Number 31, set to advance on the football.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's more to throw. Here's a heat. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Bama! Stadium in Eugene. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing more. That's caught. It's Bear. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago, and you see him take off and run. They've got to do something to kind of put him at least in a little bit of thinking, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of pressure, because right now he's starting to get in the rhythm, and that's not good for this defense.
Quickly complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball on the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Might be calling a hot route. Now here's Mack. Got his man down the middle. Nice move there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after the completion.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Austin Mack. Here's the pressure. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
To throw, it's Mack. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. Makes a deep grab. Wide open spaces. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets...
Throws toward the end zone. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Moore. Right on target this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Again, it's Moore. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. 4th down, Moore. Touchdown, Oregon. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Alabama quickly back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Mack. It's complete on the right side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
He's got him. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind him, and that's where you can make big plays.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dante Moore. This time he's got it. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Moore to the air again. Working that left side now. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got it. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the move, past the line. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Quarterback may change this route. Mack. Made a defender miss. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout, Alabama.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Mack. He's got his man. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone is not a good one. Here comes that Alabama offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. And
that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Austin Mack. Pressure coming. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Quarterback making checks. Throwing Mack. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Mack. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
He'll throw it down. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create and tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Fires left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The run inside. It's Davison. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's Moore to throw. Extending the play. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy. Such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.